You're listening to Angel Mama's Pregnancy Loss podcast, where I share thoughts, tips, interviews, and more so you can feel connected, have confidence, and move forward in your pregnancy loss journey. Learn positive mindset, self-care, and be the best version of you. I'm your host, Anastasia Adam. I'm a mum of a 39-week stillborn, have experienced miscarriages, and now have two amazing little women. I've supported, mentored, and coached women to go for their dreams and live their best life through the health and wellness industry for many years. Successful entrepreneur and now holding space for women who have experienced a loss to have a voice. My goal is to be a source of connection so you know you are not alone. You can move through this, find happiness, and create the dream life you have always dreamed of. So let's jump into today's episode. Hello, and thank you so much for joining me. This is my very first podcast, and it's something that I have been dreaming of for some time to bring to life. So I wanted to share with you a little bit about the name and my vision and how Angel Mama's Pregnancy Loss has come to life. So in 2015, I had a beautiful little girl. So it was 11 months after I had my 39-week stillborn boy. And I started a business where one of my main goals was, when I had some financial and time freedom, I would create something to support people through pregnancy loss. I didn't feel like there was much out there or much offered, and I don't believe that you should have to go searching high and low, asking for support. I wanted more. I wanted a place where people who had experienced things like me could have from people who had also experienced pregnancy loss. So about, a few weeks ago only, I realized I was in that position where I had the freedom to be able to now create Angel's Mama's Pregnancy Loss. And so I thought, why would I not just get it done? And I had felt for some time that the world was calling more of me, and I couldn't pick on exactly what it was. And I had an amazing coach help me to take that out, and it all looks so clear now when I look at all of my sheets of what I want to do and what I want to create and what would I do if I create success in my other business. And it all came back to doing something to support those who have also experienced pregnancy loss. So what I've started now is, a podcast and a pregnancy loss. So Angel Mama's Pregnancy Loss Facebook page and Instagram page. But I've also got a Facebook private group, Angel Mama's Pregnancy Loss. And in there, if you would like to join, please do. It's a safe place for those who've also experienced pregnancy loss to just talk it out. And, sometimes we face daily challenges, and other times we come across a situation that just takes us right back to our grief. And having a page like that would be great. Like, I've always wanted a place where I could just pop in and say, just ramble on something that totally upset me or caught me out for the day. So if you're looking for that, I want you to know that that's now available to you. I also wanted to create something. I love creating. I absolutely love creating. It just soothes my soul and fills me with such joy. So I'm creating a course where those who've experienced pregnancy loss can absolutely jump in and do. And it's got so much amazing content that I've already created in there, and I can't wait to share it with you. So its main stuff comes from the name as well. And the name Angel Mamas. So where did that all come from? My son, we named him Angel. And I know Angel is such a thing that we think of from pregnancy loss. And it just felt so right at the time that we had, I had birthed him, to name him Angel. It took us a little while, but it just made so much sense at the time. And I also got his name tattooed on my arm just to feel connected all the time. And I wanted to put his name somewhere where it can be honored and create something where it can support others, where magic can be, and where people can say his name and keep his spirit alive. For me, I think that means the world. And here we are, Angel Mama's pregnancy loss. So I just want to thank you so much for being part of this and for joining. I can't wait to share lots of great stuff in the groups. And I've got some incredible interviews coming up in my podcast with others who have also experienced pregnancy loss. Now, if you have a story that you want to share and you want to be on one of my podcasts, please comment, let me know, so I can reach out to you and have a chat to you about your experience and possibly have you on as well. So, it's such a journey, isn't it? It's never crystal clean. It's never cut in one certain way. There's no book to tell you exactly what to do. But I do believe that having support, having a place to have a voice, and taking away the taboo about pregnancy loss is massive. For me, I had never heard of having a stillborn. When I had my stillborn, I didn't know what was going on. I was in total shock. My mind, my spirit, my body, everything was in total shock. And I would have loved to have had something more, some kind of support that was available that I could dig into, a support group that was just open and people understood and were supportive of how I felt. One thing that I've noticed maybe through my first early pregnancy and my early miscarriage before my stillborn was how easily things like that are just kind of pushed aside or ignored, or it's just the norm, move on. But when you're in it yourself and when you experience it, there's so much more than just putting aside. It does not happen like that at all. And we don't have to. We don't have to. It's our pregnancy loss, and we can choose how we want to play that one out. Now, you might want some help and support on how to do that, and I can't wait to bring that to you. But know that you do not have to push that aside. You do not have to ignore it. You do not have to believe or pretend that it did not happen. If you wish to, absolutely. But you're probably not here listening to my podcast if that is you. You are worthy and you're an amazing person, and this is of no fault of your own. I think that's a really important thing that I want to be leaving you with today on my very first podcast. But I can't wait to share more with you. And please, I welcome you to join my group. I would love for you to introduce yourself in there. I would love to hear from you. Have a wonderful day, and you're an amazing human being. Thank you so much for joining me on today's episode on Angel Mama's pregnancy loss. It means so much to me to be able to provide you community, connection, and support to live a happier, healthier life. If you enjoyed today's episode, I'd be very grateful if you could leave a review and a rating in iTunes. It really helps to connect with other mamas that also are looking for support through their journey. And if you know someone who has experienced pregnancy loss, please share it with them. If you would like to connect, you can find me via email at welcome@anastasiaadam.com.au, or on socials, head over to @Angel Mama's Pregnancy Loss on Facebook, and on Instagram @Angel_Mamas_AU. I'm looking forward to connecting again soon.